a tough one for you guys back to back. They had a couple days rest, but I felt like you guys hung in there with them pretty much till the end.
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, like you said, hung in there till I think the last 2 minutes, and obviously got the go-ahead goal there. And yeah, no, it was a decent effort from us, but would have been obviously a lot better if we could have got at least a point there.
Do you think part of it was the start was a little slow, not getting a lot of shots?
I mean, I don't know. They play a pretty stingy style, and they're really good at it. And there wasn't much out there for both teams at the start. I think.
It's another tough one where the second just it felt like they were winning a lot of those board battles, a lot of turnovers in the zone. What is that? It's kind of been a problem going back for a while now of not being able to exit the zone cleanly. Do you guys feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, I think guys just got cut out there too long, and once you're a minute into your shift still in the defensive zone, it's tough to get that change, especially in the second period, being so far away from the bench. So, I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with our breakouts. I think that's just more, being out there too long and maybe shortening up the shifts.
Have you thought about your game personally? I mean, Coach Koo said you had a great game yesterday, and tonight you came out with that goal.
Yeah, no, I think it's it started pretty decent, and then took a little bit of a step back there, and now back in the right direction. So, obviously the only thing that really matters is just winning, and we didn't do that tonight. So that's what we're going to look to do next game here against I think Vegas.
Felt pretty seamless when you guys swapped the lines with you and Leo. What did you like about the way that you played with Kreider and Terry?
Yeah, I think they just really hold on to the puck really well, and I feel like I do too. And I feel we're just reading off each other, making plays, and getting open for each other.
Maybe a couple words about Petr Mrázek back there tonight. He kind of kept you in that game, and maybe how disappointed it is not to get it 2 points for him.
Yeah, no, for sure, he was unreal. Him and Dawsey have been unreal every single game this year. So, it sucks to not even get 1 point for him. But yeah, he was unreal.
It's a string of good starts for you after a couple rough ones to open the season. But how do you feel about your personal play right now?
I felt pretty good going into this game, but for us, the result was most important, right? We were 2 minutes away from grabbing a point at least, and we were coming with nothing, so that's frustrating.
With the way that the defense was playing there in the second period, do you feel like the teams had some struggles of clearing the puck as cleanly as you'd like?
You know what, we got to look into tape and see what we can be better at, but we've been in a stretch with the games here. We play every other game and a couple back-to-back, so we just have to play smart, and I think we did some other good things in the second, not just a couple of bad ones as well.
What's it like for you when you draw these kind of difficult assignments, coming in back-to-back?
It's not hard at all. Playing back-to-back home, it feels pretty good, I think. So, I was, I didn't play today, so I could prepare for tonight.
You guys were on a back-to-back in Ottawa, had 5 days of rest. What do you feel like you guys were able to do well against such a rested team?
Sorry, I didn't.
You guys were on the back-to-back, and they had a couple days rest. Oh. So what did you feel like you guys did well against a rested team?
Well, I didn't even know they were on a 5-day break, but I think we play smart first period kind of. We gave them some power play there, but I think we skated well. We gave them a couple of chances, but I think we managed the game pretty good.
When you get tied up in the third period like that, did you consider playing for the extra point and maybe sitting back a little?
I don't know about that. I thought we had a pretty solid period, and I thought we had a lot of play. It was a tough icing, and they got the fortunate bounce, and we have now we got our goalie out. We have a great opportunity to make the play, and made the play, and that was a tough break, no pun.
Peter was pretty fantastic tonight, has been the last few starts. What have you liked out of his game after a rough start to the season for him?
Well, I think he's responded with 3 solid games, and he's been gives us a chance. I think both goalies, no matter who has been in the net, been playing very well for us, and we got to make it a little easier on them as we go along here.
You got an offensive spark there with McTavish and Leo kind of swapping spots. What did you like after that change?
Well, we had more pace to our game. We had more zone time. We had more possession. I thought we got something out of it and put ourselves in a position to we stall ourselves with penalties that untimely that we got to get out of our game.
It's always tough to give up a late goal, but the tougher still. I mean, Mrázek, everything you saw, he stops that odd man rush, and then it's just a tip play that he can't do much about. Is it, that much more disheartening, I guess, given the game you played tonight?
Yeah, I know, but we could have done something to prevent it to get into the net as well. So that's the part that we got to clean up.
Coach Ian Moore scores a goal to win the game yesterday, and outside we saw him up with Jackson a little bit towards the end of the game. What was the thought process of having him up there and moving Drew down with Radko?
Well, I think some nights you're looking for balance. I think that I think both guys give us some opportunity to do things. I think we like to try things out as well. And Goods had a really good game, and was very effective. And sometimes it's matchup, sometimes it's performance induced. But we think that we got 6D there that can play with one another as we go along. And some nights, some guys will share ice time together and not. But I think we're comfortable with a lot of different options with our pairs.
It's 3 straight healthy scratches for Pavel Mintyukov. Obviously, it's tough to change a winning lineup, but what do you want to see more out of Pavel on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I think it's competitive. I know that he's played all the games up to this stretch here, till the last 3 games here at home. So I think that we'll look at it. We'll see how he next game an opponent and how we come out of tonight's game. We got some guys that can play, and when he comes back in the lineup, Goods, I thought he got better last night's game, and I thought he had a real strong game tonight. So it's as an organization, there's nothing wrong with going 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep a lot of years. So 7 or 8, and if we only have 7 playing right now, he'll get a turn.
Beckett's now tied for the rookie lead in goals. He almost ties it at the end there. Beyond that, can you just tell us a little bit about some of the details in his game that have been coming forward in this last little stretch here?
Well, he's dangerous. I mean, he's dangerous with the puck. He's dangerous off the rush. Good play recognition when it's time to score. And I think there's other parts of his game, whether it's coming up with loose pucks or influencing pucks, he's starting to do more of that. And that's the part that when he gets better at that, he's going to have the puck more. And then I think that's going to help his overall game. So defensively is going to be translated to his offensive production that keeps being committed to doing those type of little things.